Well, good day to all of our awesome audience. Doc here, and I thought we'd go for a nice little swim for our brief mental vacation break. Now, let me tell you what we're going to do here because we're coming up on the end of the time to get qualified for this first payout with the e-learning course. That's the $10 a month course, and actually it looks like looks like we have to purchase 3 months in advance. So let me show you how to do this in your back office. I wanted to make sure that you knew how to do this in your back office, and of course we're going to have a webinar on this evening. And when I say this evening, I'm talking Tuesday, October the 11th. So if you're seeing this after the fact, then just make sure that you've gone to THWGlobalWebinar.com and you've opted in, so you'll get all of our webinar announcements and trainings thereafter and what have you. By the way, if you're in Florida, if you're in Georgia, if you're in South Carolina, North Carolina, prayerfully you were able to weather the storm okay. Heart goes out and prayers goes out to those in other parts of like the Caribbean that were just ravaged. Keep those folks in your thoughts and prayers. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. All right, so I'm in my test system here. I'm going to go to e-learning, going to left click on e-learning. 3 months e-learning subscription, which is $10 a month times 3 months. I'm going to select plan. All right, you're going to see I don't have anything in my available balance. I'm going to deposit funds, left click. And then when we deposit funds, it's going to ask us how much we want to deposit. Let's deposit the 30 bucks, 30.00. Minimum deposit is $25. Of course, for the e-learning, we need to deposit 30 bucks. Deposit method, right now it says deposit check, deposit, cashier's check, or money order. And then it's going to ask you to choose your deposit location. If you're in the U.S., you want to do the U.S. If you're in Germany, so on and so forth. Let's say U.S. here. All right, you're going to click continue. By the way, if you are not in any of these countries, all right, so that you can't get your payment in quickly, I'm going to show you what we're going to do as it relates to Payza. Okay, left click. All right, and it's going to show you this information right here. You want to then confirm deposit. And when you do that, there's going to be this form right here. You want to print it out. Okay, you want to print it out. What it's going to do is going to print out a PDF document. It's going to have this barcode. This barcode is essential, so it will help them to process your payment much quicker. So go on and print out this document here and attach your cashier's check or attach your money order with this document. All right, and send that in if you are in the U.S. I'm going to strongly suggest that you send that in like something like 2 day, maybe even overnight it. Hopefully, if you do this by Tuesday, you'll be able to get it there. I think Friday is the cutoff. Yep. Saturday is the cutoff. Okay. All right. So that's how you do that. Now, for those of you that are outside of a country that has an office, then you want to pay attention to, give me a moment. Bear with me. Quickly, in your question. Okay. Pay attention to the information that we shared over the weekend. We had a whole bunch of you that went to this page, so I know a lot of you have already seen this, but just in case you need to see it again, this is information that came from, I think this came from THW Leadership. This either came from THW Leadership or it came from an email that we got. What they talked about Payza, they talked about the Payza address, so make sure you pay attention to that. There are going to be some small fees associated with that. If you're making a payment of less than $100, you need to add $10 as an accounting fee. Okay, and I'm sure that helps to offset. Payza charges fees. You can send it for free, but the recipient doesn't receive, especially a business recipient, does not receive the payment for free. It costs them, and so that's going to help offset that cost and I guess the labor of getting out all that stuff taken care of. Also, real quickly, if you're using Payza and you use a credit card, you'll notice that it basically says, hey, don't charge back, and there's a big chargeback penalty, and they got a bit ugly number here. I don't know if that's real or not. If there's going to be, how are you going to I don't know how they're going to enforce that. But my whole point, the point here is they don't want people charging back, you know. So make sure this is what you want to do. You know, don't do any chargebacks. That only hurts the company. And then obviously that hurts the company. That hurts those of us that are in the company. All right. So I had somebody who sent something to me about this $10,000 charge. Don't worry about that, because you shouldn't be charging back, right? All right. If all of a sudden, you know, if we determine that she's fool's gold and she's a bunch of crap, again, we're going to share that with our audience. And you know, that's just the part of building a business, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We're talking $30 here. All right. And I know in some parts of the world, $30 means a whole lot more than it does, let's say, in the U.S. or Australia or what have you. So I don't want to foo-fooey on that. But I don't want anybody to be concerned about the $10,000 chargeback penalty, because none of us should be charging back anyway. Okay? All right. So with that being said, we've got our webinar on the 11th. Look forward to seeing you on the webinar on the 11th. We love each and every one of you. We'll let you know just as soon as our RAS folks say that we're ready to go. We'll let you know when that happens. And with that being said, we love each and every one of you. Let's change the world together, starting with yours.